Hi, I've been working on my new art hat. This is what I got so far. This is all of that bright, chunky 2-ply skinny yarn I spun up at some point in the past, and I want to say it was a bonus from an order. I think it was from Atomic Fabrico's Goody Gumdrops. I want to say that's what this is. Oh, I love knitting with it. Look at that chunk. I added the sparkle. Ta-da! Yep. Okay. So it looks all funky and everything. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely start on the decreases here soon. I'm going to knit these double. This one, where has the sequins, and this one is just a little bit more, about the same color. So this will make it chunky. Okay, it's the next day, and this is what I've knit so far at this moment. We are, yeah, look how that lays flat. That is so much better than how I did it the previous time. It still functions well, but kind of has a weird pointy look. This one does. But that's okay. It's an art yarn hat. This one, look at it. That's how much yarn I have left, and I'm not too worried about playing yarn chicken because, like I said, art yarn hat. This has the sequins in it. And if you want to sit and watch me knit while I ramble on, I just did a live stream last night. Today is the next day of that previous knit. Like, this is how quick this knits up. I tell you what, like, you can totally like do this in a couple days. I take much longer because I work the 9 to 5 and take care of my family, but this is what is accomplished. So once I play yarn chicken, I am going to then decide what yarn I'm going to finish this out with. I might use the same yarn as here, or I might pick something from my stash. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but we'll see. It's now Thursday and I finished it. Basically, you could have said I lost at Yarn Chicken, but I kind of figured, so this tiny little bit up here is some pink handspun that I probably just used a very marginal amount, and that's in the other room in my bag, but so I don't have it with me to show. But if you see my shorts, you probably saw me knitting with it, and look how awesome that looks. It looks so much better, and there is the sequins, which you can kind of see in the lighting. The sequins of my other yarns I've done will show up a lot better because they're not blending in too much with the color like these are. But I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna tell you about my plans. Yeah, there's a reason why this strand here is still hanging down, because I think it fits pretty well. But what I'm gonna do is I am going to turn up the brim, and I'm probably gonna stitch it on the reverse and use this to basically stitch the brim together. And actually, if I do it that way, it actually fits perfectly, I think. And then once that is done, deciding where our gemstones are going to go. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking I could do it really, I'm gonna have to pick that one up, but I'm gonna do it really subtly, like in like thirds on top, because it's the most dense of the yarn, of the stitches up there. And I chose really small ones for that reason, because I have other ones that are longer that I might want to use in something else, and the long ones will look pretty cool. And these, if you just happen to be looking down, or if you're taller than I am, which not too many people are actually taller than me, but yeah, so that's what you got. I got these cool gems. Camera doesn't want to focus unless I get about that far. And I got a third one on the floor. So I'm gonna stitch this up and practice, because it's an art yarn hat. If it's not perfect, we don't care, because it's an art yarn hat. So I went and grabbed the yarn because I actually was starting to run out. I thought I would have enough. Not gonna make it, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish up with the list of this. And this was the yarn that I was talking about that I used a tiny bit at the top of the crown. Maybe a lot of that. Throw the strand off, and that'll work. And then we're going to finish up. I am just basically stitching through the one loop here where it meets up with the other yarn. It's easy to see the contrast. And actually it's coming along pretty splendidly. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So I am just going to go to about here. And then there it is. Take my yarn, thread it in the needle. Someone's mowing. You can probably hear it now that the AC is not running. And I'm going to just continue on like you saw. And I will sleeve in the ends at the end. And now the way I'm doing it is that I'm just going over and over, and I am hoping that it's not like gonna be askew at the end, but I don't necessarily think I have to worry about that because it's sitting pretty well in line here. If it's not, that's okay, because like I said, it's an art yarn hat. Your stitches don't have to be perfect. I mean, we strive for consistency, but not perfection. And we're gonna get it in there, and I'm just gonna stitch it through my first part. Stick a needle. And there we go. Let's set that down. Sorry. And there is the inside brow of our hat. I will worry about all the loose ends off camera when I go to figure out the stitching. And voila! Art yarn hat. And it fits. It actually fits really well over my ears, and looks pretty good. Is my crystal, like I showed you. And I am going to figure out how I want to fix them. I'm actually just thinking maybe having them all in a row by each other, kind of make it look like like you know how hat tags work. And ta-da, it is finished. And there you have seen that whole process. I feel like it could have gone a whole lot better, and I'm thinking that if you add something, it should probably be a bit more shiny, but if you write up on it, you'll see what they are. They're crystals. And I don't even feel any weight at all, obviously, and as long as I don't take a good long hit to the noggin, honestly, I think I'll be fine. And with that, this is an art yarn hat. We've got dyed yarn, hand spun yarn, dyed and hand spun with sequins, and done in a beanie type of shape, or not a beanie, a beret. And then we have added crystals. And with that, I will leave you to go and make something sparkle. So I'll see you all in the next one. Take care now.